shimmy myself right into the corner.
So we finally got most of the ceiling done. Just finishing up over there.
Heck yeah.
The lights look a lot better than we thought. They're hooked up differently, so it's not all at once. It's not that obnoxious. Just ignore all of these terrible, terrible cuts, because it's all going to be covered. As of right now, just...
We're not woodworkers.
Good God. Yikes. But yeah.
So, we were planning on doing a lot more kind of tutorial-based videos on what we ended up doing and how we ended up doing a whole RV build for such a low price, but we aren't following any of the sort of proper procedures to do any of the work that we're doing. And like, we don't necessarily know what we're doing. We do enough to reuse some wonderful components like this 70s battery charger just pictured there, and we know enough to make decent cuts. However, the quality of our woodwork has improved 100-fold during the time we've been doing this, but we don't really know enough to provide adequate usable information that would be any better than some of the master carpenters that already have like really cool YouTube channels. And I from a tutorial and documenting standpoint, I guess, use this as more of an it can be done. We got the RV for $2,700, and we've probably spent maybe $2,000 to $3,000 on everything included. We probably have a couple $100 more to go, but I mean, it's super doable for a super low cost. If you got a smaller vehicle, like a van, you could build the whole thing for nothing. Key components are trying to save money on, if you're doing this yourself, batteries, wiring, and any sort of electrical generation you're going for. If you want a generator, if you want solar panels, these are things that if you can't find ways to acquire them cheap or know somebody with a discount at a hardware store you can abuse, it's gonna add up really quick. And I mean, even lumber's getting a lot harder. Like, we've decided to use pallets for some of our cabinets. Overall, it's probably going to be more of a vlog type style, and I'm a lot more excited to go with that format anyways. And there you have it.
One wall panel in the bed cubby is in. I feel like documenting the cutting of wood is just a useless procedure. How we got these beautiful straight cuts in comparison with some of our earlier work, which,
Documenting the process of making a cardboard thing would have been cool.
Actually, yeah, we got cardboard and we cut it out into literally just the shape we needed. Stuck a bunch of small pieces together to get the nice angles, and then kind of built it like around the window on the wall, taped it all together, and then just traced it out on some plywood here. Eventually, hopefully, the whole thing will be covered in beautiful record covers. Went to a bunch of record stores and got just the cheapest we could find. Like,
That still look cool.
still look cool, like $1 tops. But we've got a whole bunch of really weird. Some of them are more, I don't know, sort of like psychedelic looking. A lot of them are like just country albums, like Sing Along with Mitch. You know, Floyd Kramer, the other Rebound, On the Rebound, sorry. A lot of classics that nobody's fucking heard of. But yeah, whole thing, including the walls up there, once these are on, it's going to be covered in record covers all the way back. Should look pretty nice. Can't get over how good the half-lock insulation is. Would love a sponsor. Can't get over how good the half-lock insulation is, honestly. It's like, working in here is a little bit hard just because of how hot it gets without any of the windows open, which is ridiculous considering it's not actually, I mean, it's kind of spring, but it's not actually
It kept
that.
the cooling pretty good the other day too.
Yeah, it's not actually that, hot out. It's like 9. But you can like feel the difference walking in even with the door open.
But the other day we came out in the morning and it was just freezing in here and it was warm outside, which is a great sign because, I mean, traveling in warm places, it's going to be nice having a little bit of cold for the first little bit before you have to start doing stuff. We've also got all these pallets that we got for free, and we're going to get a whole bunch more. Those are going to be our cabinets because we can't afford these ridiculous lumber prices. Even these are like the cheapest we could find. They were only $30 a board. And you might be asking yourself, well, see, now that looks like shit. What are you going to do about that? How does that look? How is that okay? Right? And the answer to hiding all of your sins is rubberized trim. Specifically in those corners there. You just slap it on. Just right along the edge. There's going to be more there. And staple it in. And there you go. You can't see it. It's like it never existed. Wow.
So close.
So nice. When you mess up the cut just a little bit, but not enough that you got to redo the cut. Slowly but surely. And look at the quality of these cuts. Except for, ignore that, but ooh, right here it looks good. There you go. Nice.
One of the main reasons for making these videos and for trying to like document any of this at all is we've both wanted to do this for a really long time and kind of never thought that it was possible, but in a sense, a lot of stuff is about as easy as you make it. And if you lower your standards and or just change them up a bit, it can open a lot of doors for you. And one of the hardest sort of selling points that I've found trying to convince everyone I know to buy a van or an RV is skill level. And like, I had never done much with wood before starting this. And I've only ever really done, and kind of extensively, but only really done 12-volt electrical systems. So getting into 120 and step up and step down converters and all that was, I mean, it's a learning experience, but that's what makes it fun, and that's what makes it worth it. Anyways, thank you for watching.